Fascinating history on Earth. But did you know...
Hey guys, current energy check-ins for the weekend. I don't have a lot to say. It's very cold, and I'm talking as if I'm in the future, because I am, because this is pre-recorded, so it's going to air on Friday, which is supposedly going to build into something very, very cold. So it's very cold. It's cold today too, because it's pre-recorded the day before, so it's you know, it's not just cold overnight and that's it. No, it's building up there. But it's doable today. Tomorrow, I don't know, or today for you. We'll see. I heard it's going to be very cold. It's going to be so cold that the girls were scheduled to get a cut because too many knots and very thick and big and scary, and I'm not going in there because they're scarier if I try to go in there and, you know, trim them. So I'll leave that to the groomers. But they were both scheduled, the Scorpio girls, Cosmo here, and Juno that's out there because I have, so we have Cosmo, we have Kai sleeping over there, and we have Felix's ass over there. So these three are with me. You're going to see Blue at the end, as per usual. But the girls were scheduled for a haircut and all of that. And the way I do it is I call someone, they come in my driveway with a big ass van, cut their hair, give them a bath, bring them over to me when they're done, and so on and so forth. But I did text them and told them I don't want to put any humans nor pets in harm's way or in cold's way. So if you guys think it's too much for tomorrow, we can reschedule.
When the sun rises over the sea.
So we did reschedule for next Friday, which is still going to be cold, but not as minus cold. So yeah, I just threw the question out there in case, you know, I'm sure they would have came over and all of that. Maybe, I don't know, because I have no idea if things start not functioning, and you know, so I'm like, I'm just gonna throw the question in there. She's got those knots so big, man, I'm sorry. It's pulling on the hair, so it's a knot on, let's say, here, right? It's a big ass knot, and it forms bigger and bigger and bigger. As it gets bigger, it pulls on the hair next to it, and it leaves their skin exposed there, next to it. I'm like, ew. But it's, you know, I don't know. She may be one of those cats. I'm really hoping it's not that for her, and I'm hoping it's just from getting washed every single day when she came here for like weeks at least, because I did the washing, so I know. So I'm hoping maybe I didn't rinse her well enough and she got a little, I don't know, you know, maybe that's it. I'm hoping that's what it is. If not, that's just the texture of her fur, and we're gonna have to give her a cut, just like Felix. Felix is the only one that gets them regularly because he does get mad at a lot with his baby, but he's not there yet with it. He's good for now. But and Juno now. And Juno's the kind that doesn't get as bad as Felix, so she needs a haircut maybe once a year, maybe. She only had it once, just on her belly, because she didn't get that nasty everywhere else. But now she's got him on the hip side and all, so she's gonna get a cut. She's gonna get a cut. The girls are in for a treat, but not tomorrow, which is today for you guys, because it's goddamn cold. Do not get out. Do not do shit. I think somehow it's going to affect the whole country from what I hear. Take care of yourselves as much as possible. But, yeah, you're alive. So, yeah, that's all I got. Dreams. Ooh, they're crazy, man. They are freaking crazy. And I started remembering them more. I remembered parts. Super cool. But other than that, I got nothing. I don't think I have anything. No. I still don't know how to maneuver my phone. Hold on. How do I... Hold on. I'm like freaking my dad now. And he wouldn't mind me saying that, so... let me... Modes. Is this it? Sleep. What does sleep mean? Sleep means what I want it to mean. Apparently I didn't set it up. Okay. How about complete silence? How do I do that? Sound and vibe. Look, this is making me look like there's 3 of me in here. And it has pockets, which I love, which I think... Oh, shit. One has a hole in it. Well, that's not good. Fuck. Well, it's okay. I'm gonna sew it. Okay. Yeah, right there. Okay. We're good. We're good. Anyways, that's it. I have nothing. So let's do this. I think every time I say I'm not gonna talk much, I'm looking at the thing. It's like, okay, 8 minutes in with me not talking too much. That wasn't much though. I have more to not talk about if you want me to. Anyways, current energies check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements: earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, whatever it is you're dealing with. Where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be below in the description box, in the comment section, on the play bar. They will not work properly while you're watching the premiere of this video. Meaning, if you're here on a Friday morning between 9 and 10 a.m. is when it starts, somewhere there, Central Time, then you're watching the premiere of this, so the timestamps are not going to work properly. Once the premiere is done, then the video uploads to YouTube. And yeah, that's... I just saw them, so I think I'm shining a little too much. But anyways.
I'm a businesswoman and a digital weight loss plan that fits my life. With the new Weight Watchers app, I never feel restricted to live my life and still hit my goals. Weight Watchers gave me the tools and I feel amazing.
Szia Anita, mi újság? Mit csináltok így éjjel? Én tanulom a Life and UK-t.
There's no place like TV.
Unvinted extra care. People say I think outside the box. I'm thinking inside the box. Don't use it, sell it.
EasyJet's Big Orange sale is now on. Get up to £300 off your next city break.
Earth signs, Capricorn. Why isn't my phone shutting down now? Dude, did I not set you up to shut down 2 minutes? I've been talking for almost, well, no, I played with you for a little. Anyways, let's see what we got. Cappy. Man, I didn't do a great job with the, okay, forget about it. I was looking at the alignment of the blinds. And I'm like, the door one is a little off from the rest of them. Was that intentional or I don't remember. But now it's kind of bothering me. Oh my god. Anyways, on your side, you get the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Cups. This looks like an energy of quitting, quitting something, but like cutting it off. Like, you know what? I just don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't da 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 da. And when I'm looking at the energy overall, I'm seeing a little issue here. Yeah, but it makes it look like one of those when shit gets hard, you just bail or something. So I'm not sure. It's coming through as a little bit of a pattern. So I'm not seeing you quitting here. I'm seeing you applying this pattern potentially to a situation, because it's like, okay, something's getting a little tensed up here, a little difficult with whatever you're dealing with, and you may have the tendency to go to this side of things first, where you say, you know what, fuck this shit, I don't give a shit, I don't have to deal with this, bye, it's none of my business. And I'm like, it is your business, you do care about this, because this energy definitely shows up as being deceptive. So you're saying that just because you're upset, or it's because it's the easiest thing to do in a situation similar to this one. So
Mert az van a fejedben. Arról álmodsz, amiről gondolkozol. Sziasztok!
try to look at this. If this is indeed a pattern, try to check it out. I don't think you like it much. But the energy you're dealing with, the 7 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Chariot. This energy makes it look, or is that just your perception? I don't know exactly, but what I'm seeing here is an energy that is definitely involved with a lot of their heart in something. It almost makes it look like they don't want to be involved there, but they are. So almost like, I don't want to do this, but I will be doing this because it's significant, because, you know, so this, no. It's like, I'm doing this for you, type of a thing, more than I'm doing it for me. So I don't know what the fuck is going on here and who's doing what and why, but
Hát, az is lehet, de inkább azt, hogy te gondolsz rá. Akkor nem tudom. Mi nem írsz rá?
Definitely something tensed a little bit in the middle of your energy and theirs. And I think each of you are interpreting and reacting to this under your own patterns. You know? I don't think at some point, I don't think either one of you are listening to the other. I think you're just creating your own stories about what's going on here. For the connection, the devil, the King of Wands, the Star. Yeah, there's a little bit of it's going to show up as selfishness. You know, as I don't care about your story, I'm dealing with mine right now, so fuck off. But it's coming kind of the same on both ends. Like, oh, you're upset? I'm upset. You know, my upsetness matters more. It's like, hold on. What the fuck is going on truly here? Because nobody's saying, okay, something's going on here, and it's because of that we're doing this. That is becoming quite irrelevant. What is becoming the center of things here is each of you take this deceptive energy of frustration, anger, pattern, whatever it is, and run with it without listening to the other energy truly, which creates a problem in itself, which makes the actual problem, if there even is one, look like nothing in comparison to what you two are creating here. From the universe, you get the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the King of Wands. The universe is saying, give it a little bit of time. Give this time, whatever this is. Don't react right away, because if you do, you're going to react from that energy of bringing out this pattern in which you say, you know what, blah, 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 I don't care, bye, whatever. And they're going to react as, well, okay, if you want to do this, we'll do this. I don't want to, but who cares about what I want, you know. It's like, okay, you two need to give this energy some time to settle so that you can come to the table in a more calm way, not reactive. You're both reactive right now, which is creating a bigger problem. So give this some time. But surrounded.
Running a business is definitely a full-time job, and I thought 0 would add hours of extra work. In reality, it's very little, and that gives me all the extra time to work on the business. It means that I can get back to
Nem
stuff
baj,
that
ott írhatsz
matters,
neki.
fixing watches.
Kill the germs left in your washing machine with Dettol washing machine cleaner. Formulated for those hard-to-reach places to keep it as clean as your clothes.
At Honda, we've been observing your problems and predicaments, inspiring and pushing our innovation. Because the only thing we obsess more about than our cars is you.
I feel surrounded. Where is Juno? She didn't. She went and minded her own business. Cosmo's here. Kai is there. Felix is here. I feel like I think I did. On your side, you get the Seven of Wands, the King of Wands, the Hangman. Something is making you feel good, but you're upset with that. You're like, what the hell is wrong with me? I don't want to go there. I don't want to feel that. Well, you are. When you just are, you know, and come out of your mind with all the issues that are running through there and all of that, and you just are in the present moment, there's an energy in there, somewhere in there, that appeals to you, that makes you feel good. And you're like, well, I don't want it. What is up with earth signs? Why are you so stubborn today? And so, Is it because it's cold? Warm up. Do something. I don't want. Okay. My God. Anyways, the energy attached to you, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Well, they don't want to either. I don't know who this is, but they're showing up with a sense of if there's something they need to be doing that has to do with you or with this connection to you. They're giving me a sense of I can't attend to that right now, but I'll do it later. You know, it's like you're in the house with someone you live with, right? And you're in the middle of, I don't know, washing dishes, and whoever that is that's in the same house with you, they're in the middle of fucking cleaning up the garage. I don't know. And you're like, oh my God, I'm running out of dish detergents. And you call them out. It's like, hey, can you give me a... They're in the middle of their own shit. Get it yourself. Well, I'm wet, and I'm, now they're probably, who knows, lifting up a 200-pound bench. I don't fucking know, whatever they're fucking doing in there. You know what I mean? So they're giving me a sense of, I'll be right there with your dish detergent, just not right now. A little later. It's fucking weird. For the connection, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups. God damn it. Now, you're upset with them that they're not doing it now, even though you know you're very capable of doing it yourself, because all it takes is just drying your hands and picking up wherever you have it, right? Go and get it yourself. It's in the house. You don't have to go to the grocery store. Yeah, that wouldn't have hurt to have it passed on to me without me having to go through another process to get it. But, if you want to get something done, you better do it yourself. So you're kind of pissed off because of that a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It's not like, oh my God, yeah, they destroyed my life because they didn't get me they didn't know I needed that fucking dish detergent. No, but it's creating a little bit of friction, a little bit of, this shouldn't even be here, this energy, type of a deal. But from the universe, you get the Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're even saying, you know what, I think we'll get over it. I think you will too. But I want to be upset for now. Okay, be upset then, goddammit. I'll be upset with you. On your side, you get the Death card, the Ace of Pentacles, the World card. Ooh, such black and white energies. Ending, new beginning. You're in the process of ending some sort of cycle that places you. I think you're right there. I think one chapter is closing as another one is opening up, and you're right there on the middle line between those. But it's such practical energies, like 1 + 1 = 2 here for you. Like, okay, so very much aware. This one's done. Hop into the next cycle. Chop, chop. Good to go. Okay. You usually throw in a little color in there, a little not so black and white. Okay. But then again, we're not clarifying, so. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the King of Wands. This energy is very clear, very, they look in your direction and they 99.9% trust you and rely on you. there's that 0.1% that they're like, well, can I though? Can I trust you or can I? It's not that big though, it's very small, but it's there. That little bit of maybe doubt, maybe, who knows, questioning, maybe, you know. Okay. But overall, they're looking pretty sharp here. For the connection, the 10 of Wands, the Temperance card, the 6 of Wands.
For a limited time only, pay no joining fee at Pure Gym. Join today and get that feel-good flowing.
My Vinted empire runs on an eye for detail and a nose for profit. I curate every touch point. People say I think outside the box. I'm thinking inside the box. That's what I call operational excellence. Don't use it, sell it.
Well, it's wonderful to finally meet the girl I've heard so much about.
Oh, please let me.
Thank you, dear.
What an amazing home you have.
I wonder what it's worth.
Sziasztok!
A bit. Oh dear. If you want to know the value of your home.
Szia, Erzsike, mi újság? Nem vagy ma rosszul, anyám, az ügyeletem van, mert 200 a vérnyomása, egész nap nem megy le. Meleg front van nálatok. Nagyon beteg. Most vannak az ügyeleten a Petivel.
Yes. Just as super.
This is the recognition of a very long that path, or they've reached it, because they're like 6 of 1.
Hello you. It's stressful when bills are coming at you from all angles. At U-Switch, our experts fight for fairer prices on your energy, broadband and mobile bills, so you could switch, save and feel more protected. U-Switch. We put you first. Energy, broadband, mobile.
Book now at easyjet.com. Get out there.
At Biotiful, we keep things simple. Kefir that resets your gut naturally. Upgrade your yogurt to the UK's #1 kefir. Biotiful Gut Health. Feel super naturally.
Marina hired me. She knows what I look like.
Do you?
This is the recognition of a very long and heavy and hard path. But someone's showing up right now super excited, almost like either they're seeing the finish line of that path or they've reached it. Because they're like, yay, fucking yay, you know? But it's the recognition of that. Now this could be you saying the cycle that I've closed off, super long, super heavy, you know, super hard. But yay, I'm there with it right now. Probably at the end of it, if not already closed off. Okay, let me see what the universe has as a final advice. Out, maybe, who knows? Questioning, maybe, you know. Okay. But overall, they're looking pretty sharp here. For the connection, the 10 of Wands, the Temperance card, the 6 of Wands. This is the recognition of a very long and heavy and hard path. But someone's showing up right now super excited, almost like either they're seeing the finish line of that path
Hát köszönöm szépen, remélem jobban lesz, mert nagyon beteg most már egész délutántól. 150, 200, 180, 160. Nagyon sok gyógyszert vett be, de nem segít, úgyhogy most ügyeletem van. Én meg vagyok, idézőjelbe. Elég sokat stresszelek mostanában, mert Hassan elég ilyen fönt-lent, és átveszem az ő energiáját. Olga megkapta a vízumot, hogy menjünk a Szulejmáni. Úgy is volt, hogy megyek, de aztán úgy döntöttem, hogy nem megyek, mert ennek kezdődik a ramadán, ami azt jelenti, hogy 30 napig böjtöl, és nem ihat, nem ehet, és nem akarom stresszelni, hogy meghozom Szulejmánt, úgyhogy akkor egy hónap után, meg március 18-án vég, akkor meg megyünk Magyarországra körülnézni üzletileg 3 hétig, úgyhogy mikor megjövünk Magyarországról, akkor megyek Szulejmánon április 15-én, úgyhogy február, március, április, sajnos még 3 hónap múlva megyek. Olga kapott 3 hónapra vízumot, és úgy döntöttem, hogy nem megyek érte, mert nem lenne jó a helyzet. Most már ennyit kibírt, akkor most már kibírja, és érte megyek április 15-én. Ja, köszönöm. Remélem.
They've reached it. Because they're like, yay. Fucking yay. You know? But it's the recognition
Melegfront van nálatok, és ilyenkor vérnyomás. Múltkor nekem nagyon beteg voltam, láttátok, az ügyeletre kerültem Bátaszéken. Most ő került oda, akkor nem értette, hogy mi a bajom, meg így mérges volt, hogy ennyi gyógyszertől nem megy le, így engemet okolt, sajnos most ő lett úgy, úgyhogy nem ment le neki a vérnyomása.
He was saying the cycle that I've closed off, super long, super heavy, you know, super hard. But yay, I'm there with it right now. Probably at the end of it, if not already closed off. Okay, let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Justice card, the Six of Wands, the Devil. The universe says to not rush with throwing a party or whatever it is you're trying. Yeah, it's good to be excited. It's good to be like, yay, you know, like don't throw a party over it though. Or don't overdo it with this energy of, you know, being overly happy. You can take it private though, because I have a feeling the universe is saying don't expose this to the world, in which, yay, let's have a fucking party for my cycle is done now and I'm so fucking happy, because I feel like there's other energies around you that you should take into consideration there when you do that, you know. If it's just you and you, I think you're fine. But like there's almost like a little bit of be fair here to other energies when you do this. Because if you're not, then you're just gonna
Majd hazahozom, de nem most. Mert még meg kell kapja az állampolgárságot, meg Magyarországra kell menjünk. Meg most 30 napig böjtöl, ilyenkor nagyon fontos az imádkozás. Nem ehet, nem ihat. Tehát oda kell figyeljen, úgyhogy nem hozom haza. Úgy volt, hogy hazahozom, de nem hozom még haza.
That maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. Something like that. So, yeah, be happy. Just
Majd mondja neked Erzsike. Talán mondani fogja, mert nem nagyon beszél most, de majd mondja. Most, ha megjön áprilisba, akkor már soha nem megy vissza. Tehát most már akkor nem megy vissza 5 évig sem. Tehát nem fog visszamenni. Ha vissza is megy, csak az apjába nyaralni, úgyhogy ne aggódj, itt lesz velem éjjel-nappal. De még kell várjon egy kicsit.
texture. He does a good job at taking those knots off himself. On your side, you get the King of Swords. Just because your focus is not there, that doesn't mean they're not important anymore. But sometimes we do get caught up in certain things that we tend to forget other things around us. From the universe for you, you get the Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords. With this one, you're kind of showing up as, I'm there, aren't I? I'm doing this and that and the other to show that I'm there. Yeah, that doesn't really hold up in court here, because it's like, we can be places, yeah, in the physical. That doesn't mean we're present in those places. You know, we could be someplace completely different with our energy and our mind and our thoughts and our everything. So just because you're there doesn't mean that you're there. You know what I mean? So don't count on your physical presence to take over for the actual energetical, emotional, and all of you presence. It's okay to be focused on things that do need your focus and your attention, but not at the cost of losing sight of other things that are important in your life. And your physical presence doesn't fix it all, you know, just because you're there. Yeah, that's not gonna hold. You're like, well, I'm there, aren't I? It's already from the get-go showing up as a deceptive energy on your part when you do that, because you're there physically, yes. We can be places physically. Doesn't mean we're.
Your just clean bathroom smells great until the next flush. Use Febreze bathroom.
Hát most én, ha anyám jobban lesz, reméljük, akkor én február 17-én elmegyek Egyiptomba. Egyiptomba elmegyek talán egy picit Magyarba. Onnan elmegyek nem tudom hová, valahová, megint meleg helyre. Lehet Olaszországba talán. Aztán onnan elmegyek megint valahova, aztán utána lehet elmegyek haza, mert a Petikének lesz a gyereke. Aztán Magyarországról meg majd ide. De tehát 1 hónapot fogok utazni. Elmegyek 1 hétre Egyiptomba. Akkor 2-3 napot Pestre. Akkor az már olyan 13 nap. Akkor mondjuk 4 napot elmegyek Olaszba, az már 17 nap. Ja, akkor utána elmegyek mondjuk nem tudom hova. Talán Marokkóba. És onnan Magyarba, és akkor úgy haza. Tehát, hogy be kell osszam, mert így lesz valahogy 1 hónapot utazom. Jó helyre menj, világba, Erzsike, ahol meleg van. Vigyél, nem leszel egyedül.
Life in
Ketten
the UK,
elboldogulunk,
exam
Erzsike.
5.
Ha engem viszel, akkor
When does
nem
Easter
veszel
take
el.
place? November or December? January or February? March or April? Or May or June?
Ketten nem veszünk el.
The correct answer is Easter takes place in March or April. It marks the death of Jesus Christ on Good Friday and coins in the UK currency. Where is the Eden Project located? Dorset, Cornwall, Devon, or Somerset? The correct answer is the Eden Project is located in Cornwall in the southwest of England. St. Helena and the Falkland Islands are part of Great Britain. True or false? The correct answer is this statement is false. There are several British overseas territories in other parts of the world, such as St. Helena and the Falkland Islands. They are also linked to the UK, but are not part of it. Which two of the following are fundamental principles of British life? Monarchy, the rule of law, democracy, or join a political party? The correct answer is the fundamental principles of British life include tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, the rule of law, democracy, individual liberty, and participation in community life.
Hát lenne mit.
Where should you register if you want to become part of a jury? The electoral register, your local church, the NHS, or the British Embassy? The correct answer is anyone who is on the electoral register and is aged 18 to 70 can be asked to serve on a jury. As well as
Sokat
getting the right
tudnánk
to vote,
nevetni,
people on the
beszélgetni,
electoral
meggyógyulna.
register are randomly selected to serve on a jury. What sort of church is the Church of Scotland? Catholic, Baptist, Presbyterian, or Methodist? The correct answer is in Scotland, the national church is the Church of Scotland, which is a Presbyterian church. Where does golf come from? Wales, Australia, Ireland, or Scotland?
Scotland.
The correct answer is St. Andrews in Scotland is known as the home of golf. When do the television and newspapers have stories that are jokes until midday? Valentine's Day, Boxing Day, Halloween, or April Fool's Day? The correct answer is April Fool's Day, 1st of April, is a day when people play jokes on each other until midday. The television and newspapers often have stories that
Ettem
are
leves, de
April
éhes
Fool
vagyok.
jokes. What king was defeated by Oliver Cromwell during the Civil War and hid in an oak tree before escaping to Europe? Richard III, Charles II, James I, or Henry IV? The correct answer is after his campaign in Ireland and victory over Charles II at Worcester, Oliver Cromwell was recognised as the leader of the new republic. He was given the title of Lord Protector and ruled until his death in 1658. Who was the father of Queen Elizabeth I? Edward I, Henry V, Henry VII, or Henry VIII? The correct answer is the father of Queen Elizabeth I was Henry VIII. Complaints against the police can only be made by writing to the Police Complaints Commissioner. True or false? The correct answer is this statement is false. Anyone can make a complaint about the police by going to a police station and writing to the chief constable of the police force involved. Complaints can also be made to an independent body, the Independent Police Complaints Commission in England and Wales, the Police Complaints Commissioner for Scotland, or the Police Ombudsman for Northern Ireland. Who is the patron saint of Northern Ireland? St. Patrick, St. George, St. Andrew, or St. David?
St. David.
The correct answer is... the patron saint of Northern Ireland is St. Patrick. What is the name of the period when new ideas about politics, philosophy, and science were developed? The Enlightenment, the Glorious Revolution, the Swinging 60s, or the Reformation? The correct answer is... during the 18th century, new ideas about politics, philosophy, and science were developed. This is often called the Enlightenment. Which of the following statements is true? Mary Stuart, Mary Queen of Scots, was a Protestant. Or, Mary Stuart, Mary Queen of Scots, was a Catholic. The correct answer is... Mary Stuart, Mary Queen of Scots, was a Catholic. Which of the following is an example of civil law? To sell tobacco products to anyone under the age of 18? To buy alcohol for people who are under the age of 18? Discrimination in the workplace? Or to carry a weapon of any kind, even if it is for self-defense? The correct answer is... discrimination in the workplace is an example of civil law. In which battle did Admiral Nelson die? The Battle of Hastings, the Battle of Waterloo, the Battle of Trafalgar, or the Battle of Bannockburn? The correct answer is... Admiral Nelson was in charge of the British fleet at Trafalgar and was killed in the battle. William of Orange was asked by Protestants to invade England and proclaim himself king. But when William reached England, there was no resistance and he took over the throne. This event was later known as the Glorious Revolution, the Restoration, the Great Depression, or the Blitz.
Jó lenne.
The correct answer is... William of Orange was asked by Protestants to invade
Mindent
England
szeretek.
and proclaim himself king. When William reached England, there was no resistance and he took over the throne. This event was later called the Glorious Revolution.
Mindent nagyon szeretek, Erzsike.
What sort of charity is Friends of the Earth? An environmental charity? A medical research charity? A charity working with pets? Or a charity working with older people? The correct answer is... Friends of the Earth is an environmental charity. If a husband forces his wife to have sex, he can be charged with rape. True or false?
True.
The correct answer is... this statement is true. In which country of the British Empire did the Boer War, 1899 to 1902, take place? Netherlands, Falkland Islands, Gibraltar, or
Nagyon messze.
South Africa? The correct answer is... the Boer War of 1899 to 1902 took place in South Africa with
Nagyon-nagyon messze sajnos mindenkitől.
settlers from the Netherlands called the Boers. Which of the following actions is known as canvassing? Donating blood to help people, volunteering for an environmental charity, caring for animals at a local rescue shelter, or persuading people to vote for a political party? The correct answer is Members of political parties persuade people to vote for their candidates, for instance by handing out leaflets in the street or by knocking on people's doors and asking for their support. This is called canvassing. Which novel written by J.R.R. Tolkien was voted the country's best-loved novel in 2003? Oliver Twist, James Bond, Pride and
Ilyen
Prejudice,
tündi már alszik.
or The Lord of the Rings?
Orsit nem tudom.
The correct answer is... In 2003, The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Best-loved novel. When did Germany invade Poland? 1942, 1941, 1940, or 1939? The correct answer is... The Second World War started when Hitler invaded Poland in 1939. (1940) or 1939? The correct answer is... The Second World War started when Hitler invaded Poland in 1939. If you liked this
Nem
video
volt
or
bent.
have any questions,
Nem.
please comment below.
Nem, mondta, hogy aggódik, akkoriban egy, nem tudom, karácsony előtt, és utána már nem találkoztam vele. Na hát, te meg ki vagy? Nem tudom, hogy te meg ki vagy.
When
Get training and gain qualifications while you work. Search Care Careers today.
Got a grasp of your finances? Whether you're paying bills, using a credit card, or closing an account.
Life in the UK, Exam 1. Life in the year of February, March or April, or May or June?
Third.
The correct answer is... Easter takes place in March or April. Is not a valid UK coin. 1p, 5p,
25p.
25p, or £1. The correct answer is... There are no 25p coins, Devon or Somerset.
Cromwell.
The correct answer is... The Eden Project is located in Cornwall in the southwest. The correct answer is... This statement is false.
Yeah.
There are several British overseas territories
Majd
in
biztos
other
bejön
parts of the
valamikor.
world, such as St. Helena and the Falkland Islands. They are also linked to the UK. Monarchy, the rule of law, democracy, or join a political party.
Democracy.
The correct answer is... The fundamental principles of British life include tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, the rule of law, democracy, individual liberty, and participation in community life. NHS or the British Embassy? The correct answer is... Anyone who is on the electoral register. What sort of church is the Church of Scotland? Catholic,
Presbyterian.
Baptist, Presbyterian, or Methodist? The correct answer is...
Presbyterian.
In Scotland, the national church is the Church of Scotland, which is a Presbyterian or Scotland.
Scotland.
The correct answer is... St. Andrew's in Scotland is no jokes until midday.
April.
Valentine's Day, Boxing Day, is a day when people... What king was defeated by Oliver Cromwell during the Civil War and hid in an oak tree before escaping to Europe? Richard III, Charles II, James I, or Henry IV? The correct answer is... After his campaign in Ireland and victory over Charles II at Worcester, Oliver Cromwell was recognised as the leader of the new republic. He was given the title of Lord Protector and ruled until his death in 1658. Who was the father of Queen Elizabeth
Henry
I?
VIII.
Father of Queen Elizabeth Missioner. True or false? The correct answer is... this statement is false. The independent police... Who is the patron saint of Northern Ireland? Saint Patrick, Saint George, Saint Andrew, or Saint David?
Saint Patrick.
The correct answer is... the patron saint of Northern Ireland is St. Patrick. Were developed. The Enlightenment, the Glorious
The first
Revolution,
one.
the Swinging 60s, or the Reformation? The correct answer is... during the 18th century, new ideas about politics, philosophy, and science were developed. This is often called the Enlightenment, the Protestant, or
Catholic.
put Mary tobacco products to anyone under the age of 18.
This one in the workplace.
Defense. In which battle did Admiral Nelson die? The Battle of Hastings, the Battle of Waterloo, the Battle of Trafalgar, or the Battle of Bannockburn? The correct answer is... Admiral Nelson was in charge of the British fleet at Trafalgar and was killed in the battle. William of Orange was asked by Protestants to invade England and proclaim himself king. But when William reached England, there was no resistance and he took over the throne. This event was later known as the Glorious Revolution, the Restoration, the Great Depression, or the Blitz. The correct answer is... William of Orange was asked by Protestants to invade England and proclaim himself king. When William reached England, there was no resistance and he took over the throne. This event was later called the Glorious Revolution. What sort of charity is Friends of the Earth? An environmental charity, a medical research charity, a charity working with pets, or a charity working with older people?
First.
The correct answer is... Friends of the Earth is an environmental charity. Or false? The correct answer is... this statement
True.
take place. Netherlands, Falkland Islands, Gibraltar, or South Africa? The correct answer is... the Boer War of 1899 to 1902 took place in South Africa, with settlers from the Netherlands called the Boers. Which of the following actions is known as canvassing? Donating blood to help people in South Africa, with settlers from the Netherlands called the Boers. Take place and is true. In which country of the British Empire did the Boer War, 1899 to 1902, take place? Netherlands, Falkland Islands, Gibraltar, or South Africa, with settlers to help people, volunteering for an environmental charity, caring for animals at a local rescue shelter, or persuading people to vote for a political party? The correct answer is... members of political parties persuade people to vote for their candidates. By J.R.R. Tolkien was voted the country's best-loved novel in 2003. Oliver Twist, James Bond, Pride and Prejudice, or The Lord of the Rings? The correct answer is... in 2003, The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien was voted the country's best-loved novel. 1941, 1940, or 1939? The correct answer is... the Second World War started when Hitler invaded Poland in 1939. If you liked this video...
Nagyon nehéz megcsinálni ezt a tesztet, Erzsike. 44 chapter van, és egy chapter 24. Tehát 44x24 körülbelül 1000 kérdés kell. Itt van. Nagyon finom. Tudod, ez a magyaros csoki, de ez angol, nem magyar. Adnák, nagyon szívesen nézd meg. Sok van. Nagyon nehéz. Aztán vizsgázik 9-én, én 12-en. Nem tudom, hogy átmegyek, remélem.
When you give blood, you don't know who it will help. You just know you'll be there when it's needed most.
It all starts with skills.
See how you can switch careers. Search Skills for Life.
Life in the UK, the Battle of Waterloo, the Battle of Hastings, or the Battle of Agincourt. The correct answer is the Battle of Waterloo. Which flower is associated with Wales? Daffodil, rose, shamrock, or thistle? The correct answer is the flower associated with Wales is the daffodil. During the reign of Charles II, parts of London were destroyed. What was the cause of this destruction?
Fire.
A war, a flood, a fire, or an earthquake? The correct answer is, during Charles II's reign, a great fire destroyed much. Every 3 years?
Every 5 years.
There is banknotes, which are valid everywhere in the UK.
Yes.
True or false?
True.
The correct answer is, this statement is true. Shelter, Age UK, Crisis, or the National Trust?
National.
The correct answer is, the National Trust is a charity that works to preserve important buildings, coastline and countryside in the
Elkezdesz enni,
UK.
nehéz abba adni. Na.
Great Britain refers only to England, Wales and Scotland. True or false? The correct answer is, this statement is true. Who was the tribal leader who fought against the Romans? Cleopatra, Claudia, Boudica,
Boudica.
or Saint Augustine? The correct answer is, Boudica was one of the tribal. In 2002. Isaac Newton, Winston Churchill, Alexander Fleming, or Mo Farah?
Winston.
The correct answer is, Winston Churchill. Was two houses form the UK Parliament? The House of Lords, the House of Members, the House of Commons, or the House of Fraser?
The first one and the third.
The correct answer is, the UK Parliament is formed of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. When did women get the right to vote at the same age as men?
1928.
1928, 1938, or 1948?
28.
The correct answer is, in 1928, women were given the right to vote at the age of 21, the same as men. Who is the head of the Church of England? The Prime Minister? The monarch is the head of the Church of England.
This one is hülye vagyok.
What sort of event is the Grand National? Rugby, golf, horse racing, or tennis?
Maybe horse.
The correct answer is, the Grand National is a horse racing event. What type of literature are the Canterbury Tales? Poems, novels, jokes,
Poems.
or fables? The
Poems.
correct answer is, Geoffrey Chaucer wrote a series of poems in English about a group of people going to. When is Christmas Day?
25th.
24th of December? Christmas Day is celebrated on the 25th or Roundheads, Suffragettes, Quakers, or Cavaliers. The correct answer is during the Civil War between the King and Parliament, the country split into those who supported the King, the Cavaliers, and those who supported Parliament, the Roundheads. What battle is commemorated in the Bayeux Tapestry? The Battle of Waterloo, the Battle of Trafalgar, the Battle of Hastings, or the Battle of Britain?
Maybe Waterloo.
The correct answer is the Battle of Hastings is commemorated in a great piece of embroidery known as the Bayeux Tapestry. Where was Anne Boleyn, the wife of Henry VIII, executed? Houses of the Parliament, Stonehenge, the Tower of London, or Whitehall?
London.
The correct answer is Anne Boleyn was unpopular in the country and was accused of taking lovers. She was executed at the Tower of London. Racial crime and smoking in public places are examples of civil offences or criminal offences. The correct answer is racial crime and smoking in public places are examples of criminal offences. A scientific genius or a bandit? The correct answer is Sir Charles Chaplin became famous in silent movies for his tramp character and was one of many British actors to make a career. Correct answer is this statement is false. Anyone aged 18 or over can stand for Sir Christopher Cockerell or Sir Robert Watson Watt. The correct answer is Sir Robert Watson Watt developed the radar. Where is the official home of the Prime Minister? 18 Oxford Street, Prime Minister. By law, which two types of media have to
TV
give
and
a
radio.
balanced papers? Balanced, and so if videos like this, you can subscribe to this channel.
Fú, de nehéz.
How often are general elections held in the UK? Which flower is associated with Wales? Life in the UK, the Battle of Waterloo, the Battle of Hastings, or the Battle of Agincourt? The correct answer is the Battle of Waterloo. Which flower is associated with Wales destruction? During Charles the House, every fight or false? The correct answer is shelter, age UK, crisis, or and countryside, or false? The correct answer is
True.
this statement is true. Boudica fought against the in 2002. Isaac Newton, Winston Churchill, Alexander Fleming,
Winston.
or Mo Farah? The correct answer is
Winston.
Winston Churchill houses form the UK Parliament. The House of Lords,
House of Lords and
the
House of Commons.
Members, the House of Commons, or the House of Fraser?
The first and
The correct answer is the UK Parliament is formed of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. When did women get the right to vote at the same age as men?
28.
1918. Women were the Prime Minister,
The monarch.
the Archbishop of Canterbury. What sort of event
Horse
is the
racing.
Grand National? The correct answer is the Grand National. Poems, novels, journal
Poems.
pilgrimage. When is Christmas Day?
25.
27th. Who supported King Charles I during the Civil War?
Cavaliers.
Roundheads, suffragettes, Quakers, or Cavaliers? The correct answer is during the Civil War between the King and Parliament, the country split into those who supported the King, the Cavaliers, and those who supported Parliament. The Battle of Hastings, or the Battle of Britain? The correct answer is
Trafalgar.
the Battle of Hastings is commemorated in a great piece of embroidery known as the Bayeux Tapestry. Whitehall.
I studied the 10 most powerful empires over the last 500 years, and the last 3 reserved.
The correct answer is
Tower of London.
Anne Boleyn was unpopular in the country and was accused of taking lovers. She was executed at the Tower of London. Or criminal offences. A scientific genius. Or
Trump.
movies for his stand as MP.
False.
18 or over. Sir Christopher Cockerell.
Robert
or
Watson.
Sir Robert Watson, home of the Prime
10
Minister.
Downing Street.
He gave a balanced coverage of all political
Television
parties
and
equal
radio.
times. By law, radio and
Nagyon van, elköszönnek gyerekek. Sziasztok, csok-csok.